I am 55 years old and I am financially free, but I am saying this because for most of you right now, especially if you're in your 20s or 30s or even in your 40s or 50s like me, a lot of the financial money decisions you're making right now are going to determine in the future whether you get financially free or not. And that, to me, should be the goal. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brian Lessinger. I've been a longtime real estate agent for over 25 years, and I've taught lots of my clients over the years these lessons about how to get financially free. And here's what you need to understand is, a good income is not financial freedom, because for most people, if all of a sudden their income went away, the company they worked for went bankrupt, or got sold and they lost their job, or their income got cut in half or cut completely because you got laid off, how long will you last? How long would you be able to keep your home or keep paying your rent or be able to pay your bills if your income went away? And this is where people fail to realize that, great, the idea is to make a really big income. The more money you can make, the better. But then it's using that money smartly so that you can pull some money off the top to buy your freedom in the future. And I would say the more money you borrow is borrowing against your future. And the more that you can save and invest and start creating an income for yourself is buying your future. So the sooner and earlier you can do that, the better, because you can't hide bad money systems and bad money habits by just keep creating more and more income. Because more and more income is great, but a lot of times more income causes bigger problems for people, because then they can afford to get themselves, or they think they can afford, and they get themselves in bigger trouble because they buy more expensive houses and more expensive cars and more expensive watches. And then they get themselves in real financial trouble because they're able to borrow a lot more money, okay? So what happens to me is people build a lifestyle long before they ever build the assets to create that lifestyle. So for me, in my years of doing real estate, what I did over the years was buy rental homes, save in my self-employment IRA versus a 401k versus a Roth IRA. But you should be doing and needing those things first. And then I own a property management business, and I owned a commercial building. And we're creating all these things that were being paid for by other people in order for me to then someday be able to create revenues and income from those, besides the revenues and incomes I earn from my current career and job. And the nice part about my job now is I still do it. I love to do it, but I don't have to work as many hours. I don't have to sell as many homes. I don't have to work quite as hard as I used to, or as long is more the thing. I work just as hard, just not as many hours or as long, so that I do it because I like to do it. It gives me some purpose and some things. So if you're in your 30s, this is where you're able to buy back your future time, buy back your 40s and 50s and 60s, and eventually not have to work at all, because every dollar, again, funds that future. And the goal, in my opinion, is not to retire because you hate working. I think I've showed you guys and explained to you that I work because I enjoy working. I like doing what I do. And again, I tell my kids, if you can find something you like to do and it also pays well, that's a double win, double bonus, all those kind of things. But the goal to me is to make work optional. And that's where I'm in my life. I'm able to work because I like to work, because I want to work, because my daughter works with me. We have this great business. We get to help a lot of amazing, great people buy and sell homes, and also then be able to save and invest in the real estate business. We have a property management business here where we help you not only buy your rental properties, but we can also then manage them for you and help you along the way to be able to do those things. So that's kind of one of my biggest goals with all this financial freedom talk, that I try to impart my wisdom that I was able to do on you guys. And just know, there are people a lot wealthier, a lot further down the road than I am, and I go and talk to them about those kind of things. So if you're not sure who I am or what I do, my degree is actually in finance and economics. I've been selling real estate for years and years and years, so I'm really good at what I like to call the basic fundamentals of building up long-term wealth, which to me is the stock market, retirement accounts, non-retirement accounts, but the basic stuff, plain, simple, easy. If you're able to generate as big an income as you can, pull money off the top, save and invest, and live on the rest, and not go in debt and make it all automated, that are the basic fundamentals and simplicity of being able to become financially free in the future. So no matter what your age is, it's not too late. We can make this work for you. We can figure this stuff out for you. But again, I am at that point in my life. It's an amazing place to feel and be. And I'd love to help you be able to get there as well, because it does take off the stress and anxiety of money and finance. And for someone who does sell real estate for a living, this is one of the biggest things as to why I see people get divorced, why I see people have to sell their homes, why I see people potentially have to relocate to another city that maybe they don't want to go to because they had to go take a job somewhere else because they needed to have that job or their company relocated them. So just know, you can do this. It's not as hard as you think. You just need some basic financial literacy principles and information, and we can make that happen for you. So if you want to be financially free, like and subscribe to the channel, start checking out our videos, and we will start creating some more content and courses on the specifics of how to do all this. So Comment below, let me know your thoughts on all this, and we're happy to help. Have a great day, and we'll see you on some more videos very soon.